This strategy focuses on the teacher's attitude towards students struggling with writing. Here we're going to talk about how every teacher should expect each child will learn to write. We shouldn't doubt children in their writing abilities, and we should set high expectations. In the article that I read from the classroom material this week, it talked about 6 ways to prevent writing difficulties. And out of these 6 things, we are going to focus on that 4th one, expecting that each child will learn to write. I think that this is very important, that you set the tone as the teacher, believing in the student, and that will help them have hope and goals for themselves, that they can learn to write and they will learn to write. These 6 ways to prevent writing difficulties is: first, to provide effective writing instruction; 2, tailor instruction to meet the individual's needs; intervening early to provide additional assistance; expecting that each child will learn to write; identifying and addressing academic and non-academic roadblocks to writing; and utilizing technology tools that improve writing performance. So now we are going to talk about our reading strategy that I believe you should expect that each one of your students will learn to write. Teachers will frequently look at students with writing difficulties negatively. It can be easy to lose hope in these students, to be frustrated with these students and not know what to do with these students, and then you can kind of create negative thoughts towards these students and not be as joyful and positive and encouraging towards them. When teachers develop this attitude towards these students, they end up setting low expectations for them and limiting their interactions with them. This will look like criticism, less attention and praise, fewer interactions, and not quality feedback. When teachers show this quality, it significantly impacts the students' writing abilities in a negative way and the students' view of themselves. So this habit, I feel like, can be an easy one to fall into with students with learning disabilities, but we have to make sure that we steer very far away from looking negatively at these students. They're often viewed as challenging, where teachers have a lack of confidence in their own abilities to successfully teach these children. I feel like as a new teacher, I can relate with this because there's so many different situations, and it's hard to really, as a new teacher and someone who has little experience, to know how to handle and how to best support these students sometimes in interventions. But that's why we have coworkers and a team to work with and to collaborate with and communicate with. So that's where I find emphasis on collaboration and communication very important. All children are capable to write. Even children with learning disabilities can be taught to write. And as a teacher, we set that tone to believe in them. A key element to teaching writing is recognizing that they are capable, to have hope in your students and speak life and value into them. Approach each learner as if they are capable of working productively and independently. I liked this statement because especially our students with learning disabilities, they're rarely productive and they don't work independently well. And so I think it's good to still treat them as if they are capable and treat them equally as the other students. Ways to implement this quality in your classroom is to create standards in your classroom that weaker readers are never shown disrespect. As the teachers, we set the standard. We are the leader of the environment, and so it's important that you create a community in your classroom where students who are stronger in reading and writing can help out the students who struggle more. Try and maintain and support these students' participation without stigmatizing them. Set high but realistic expectations for each child's performance. I also like this statement a lot, to set high expectations but realistic expectations for each individual student. And then help students develop an I can attitude. Lastly, I just wanted to highlight our I'm blanking. Our devotion for the month, joy. I love the word joy. I love what joy is, and I'm so thankful that in a relationship with Jesus, we have joy and we have freedom in that. And I loved how the devotion this month took scripture and brought it into the classroom and taught us how to have joy, especially in like the real and raw moments. And just to highlight those again briefly, to look for good in others, focus on fixing the problem, not focusing on the problem, to be grateful, and to praise students' successes and see the bigger picture. This is a devotion I want to continue to look back at and remember because it was so good and something that we need daily.